sound like Abe Simpson sometimes.
Mystery Man 2. There's one other thing that proves that was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, you must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. And it is on the log.
An ID card record. I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. It did say it was used. For the usual time. Well, you can go for 6:30 if you want. I don't care what time you use it. I don't know. Alright, we'll discuss it later. Okay, here we go. The ID card was used at 5:14. That is that of the victim. Okay.
Just before the crime? Yes. Without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too. Although it doesn't make much of a difference. Yeah, he is about spiky. There are only a few cases up for transfer there. And most were cleared up by noon.
Right, I see. Now, let's move on to the cross-examination.
So we got Mystery Man number 2, the cross-examination on this one, and it should be as usual. Get off of this. There we go. Interesting. Okay. Anyone can use a card, by the way. That's my little argument to that one. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this is me rock solid, don't you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. My hand wasn't wrapped in bandages. I'd even give a V for a victory sign, sir. Couldn't you just use his right hand for that?
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. What if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time, it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and prosecutor's office can attest to this.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Let it be noted that this is the record of the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
So it is, Your Honor. Prosecutor again? Hey, maybe he's behind all of this. Being a prosecutor, he could hardly evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer? Shh, don't stare at him. You've got the wrong color, kid. Kid accused of Phoenix Wright or Meekins? Both are in blue.
It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. Oh, that's for sure. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. They didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think it's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Yeah, that's true. Maybe he just panicked? Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? Problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. Don't think it too hard about it. Come on. Let's show them what we've got. Yeah, I think we will. Okay. That's the first one. Here's almost an ID card. An ID card used. Let's record of it. The time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. This is something else. Okay. This is ID card. Red glove, evidence room. Last items report. Here we go. We have written document dated 2/21. Can only be submitted to the chief of police. I'm gonna do this one because you said he lost something important in him. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at reading, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. Huh. I see something here. Oh, nice. Okay. I just had to see something from the scene out of that one. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. This is a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
Last item report. It's only half completed.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe there's something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. That's true.
Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. No, it doesn't, Well, you mean crazy kitty. You just want me to go to bed. I'm not going to bed yet. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather a man who stole his ID card. Oh, that's a good thought.
Order! 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 Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's arguments. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room, Officer Meekins, encountered was not Detective Goodman. There were two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes? What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the incident of the murder. That is... Well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content in pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. I think you played right in Edgeworth's trap. Well. It seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means that a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So the real crime
could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. Trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah! There's your trap. That testimony is way too shabby. It's not a trap for the beginning.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purposes examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? I can wait and see what happens, but then I don't think it's a good idea. I'm going to object. That's the only thing I really want to do, because I already know we found those stuff in the police department thing. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. No, it actually shows, virtually nothing. So he's knocked out right there. Someone killed him. We just don't know who. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further explanation. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered their incident at the police department to be unrelated. Yeah, I knew that. Give me a second.
Is this it? This is it. Is this one I read too? No.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. I had to switch out controllers. So I'm actually using my son's controller now. The prosecution considered their incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas stranger to the stand. Mr. Wright? Do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to... request a specific witness.
Oh! Who do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testified. What is his or her name?
Jake Marshall. Take that! Officer, Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
Yay! We survived that one. February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figure everything out. I never figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Yeah. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Kinda are.
Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it?
You've got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run around, all around while on duty. And on top of it, call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey, 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 hey. I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Oh. You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name?
Never in a million years would I thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy, pal.
The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here. You might do well to read them.
I don't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case.
Sky? As a witness? SL9 incident files received from Lana Sky. Files for Joe Dirt killings solved 2 years ago.
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I've brought you other stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Emma? But what? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No. Couldn't be. Lana? This SL9 incident. Is that... Oh, this is... Gumshoe's getting way too excited right now. Yeah, for sure. That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dirt killings. The Joe Dirt... No. No, Lana. It's over with. No. Emma, wait. She ran away.
You know, what? Oh, I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here.
Well, at least you know something else. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. No, you. You just might be able to figure it out. When we get back to the trial, Mr. Wright, best of luck. I'm gonna take a good look at this file. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Alright. So that's actually gonna do for this session of the stream. As we will get to the latter part of the trial starting next week. And that seems like it's going to be a while too on that one. So what we're going to do is stop here. Thanks everyone for watching. We're actually going to raid out. Who do we raid out to? Oh, no. Don't want to go back. Two. Oh God. Why would someone torture himself like that? Okay, I'm gonna... Someone I haven't rated out to before. Lady Llama. She's doing The Sims 4. So that's what we're gonna rate out to. In the meantime, let's go and ahead and... Well, say that on Monday, we're going to start Luigi's Mansion for real this time. So, let's call signing off. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching. And I'll see y'all on Monday.